We're facing a massive shift, and it's already here. AI is about to disrupt jobs in ways that will change everything you thought you knew about the economy. But here's the twist. It's not about job loss, at least not in the way we're used to hearing about it. The real shock is the value of labor. What makes this even scarier is that, unlike past economic disruptions, AI isn't going to just wipe out one group of workers. It's going to change how we all work and who gets paid for it. Stick with me, because what's coming could be far worse than any trade deal or factory shutdown you've ever seen. The question we need to ask isn't whether AI will replace jobs. That's almost a given. The real issue is how AI will change the value of those jobs. Think about it, jobs that rely on routine tasks will fade away. But what about the roles that require human expertise? Will those jobs be enhanced or lost in the AI-driven world? This isn't just about tech. It's about how AI will reshape who gets rewarded and why. If we're talking about the future economy, this is the pattern we need to understand now, before it's too late. David Autor, an economist from MIT, offers a crucial insight. He believes that mid-level jobs like nursing, design, or production management are likely to thrive in an AI economy. Why? Because AI doesn't just replace these jobs, it augments them, boosting their expertise. These workers will have access to knowledge and decision support tools that were once reserved for specialists, pushing up wages and ensuring a place for them in the middle class. But here's the catch. This doesn't apply to everyone. For many low-skill service jobs, things are about to get much worse. Jobs that can't be automated or enhanced by AI, like janitors or food service workers, will see wages stagnate. The value of their labor will only decrease as more people flood into these roles, creating a bottleneck that holds back productivity and wages. As we dig deeper, the situation starts to intensify. This isn't just a case of a few jobs disappearing. It's about a systemic shift that's already happening, and it's eerily similar to what we saw during the rise of China as a manufacturing powerhouse. Back then, entire industries in the West collapsed as cheap labor flooded in, leaving swaths of America and Europe jobless and economically hollowed out. AI, however, won't just eliminate industries, it will reshape them. Instead of disappearing overnight, industries will change, tasks will evolve, and some jobs will vanish entirely, while others will be redefined. But one thing's clear, AI will not be a temporary shock. It's here to stay, and its effects will spread far beyond the factory floors. Now here's where things take a darker turn. While the AI shift may seem like an evolution of productivity, it's not without its consequences. Think about this, AI will make many businesses more efficient, but it won't necessarily be good for workers. Sure, companies will save money and boost profits with fewer employees, but for the average worker, this could mean displacement. The scary part, unlike the China trade shock which hit specific industries, AI will spread across nearly every sector. Businesses will adapt, but those left behind might not have the skills to keep up. The real issue isn't about job numbers, it's about the growing gap between those who benefit from AI and those who don't. And the longer we ignore this, the wider that gap will become. The pressure's building fast, the signs are everywhere, businesses are already shifting to AI-driven models, reducing their reliance on human labor. At the same time, low-skilled workers are facing a grim reality. AI can't help them, and their jobs are being devalued. But it doesn't stop there. In the midst of all this, we're seeing new developments every day. Governments are scrambling to address the fallout, but there's a real sense that they're losing control. The longer this goes unchecked, the more it could spiral. What happens when more industries shift to AI? What happens when millions of workers can't catch up? The instability that comes with such a rapid transition could be catastrophic. Now let's zoom out and think about the real-world impact. This isn't just about corporations or governments, it's about you. Everyday workers are already feeling the effects. As jobs are displaced and wages stagnate, many are forced into a race to adapt. But it's not enough to simply learn new skills. The problem is systemic. And for most people, the tools to succeed in this new world simply aren't accessible. Imagine waking up one day to realize your job doesn't hold the same value it once did. And it's not just about losing a paycheck, it's about your place in society. If this feels familiar, if you're seeing the writing on the wall, let us know in the comments. The future is already here, and it's not easy to ignore. Here's the deeper issue. This isn't just a matter of losing jobs. It's about the systems that make this all possible. The people who profit from AI aren't the ones who will be hurt by its consequences. In fact, they're likely to get even richer. Why? Because AI doesn't just replace labor, it changes the entire structure of wealth. The rich won't just own the robots, they'll own the systems that govern them. And the more we rely on AI to drive productivity, the more wealth is concentrated in the hands of a few. But the people who are left behind don't have a voice because their labor no longer holds value. This is where things get truly unsettling. Our systems are designed to reward capital, not labor. And the more we embrace this model, the more unequal society becomes. Looking ahead, we're at a crossroads. One path leads to a future where AI drives immense wealth, but that wealth is increasingly concentrated in the hands of a few. As the economy shifts, the divide between those who own the machines and those who don't will keep growing. But there's another path, one that could involve systemic change, policies like universal basic capital, where everyone gets a share of the AI-driven economy through investment. But will it be enough to prevent the widening gap between rich and poor? And if we don't adopt these kinds of measures, could we see a world where economic disparity becomes the new norm? The pressure is mounting, and the next move is already forming. As we close, remember this. The way we've always thought about work, wages, and value is being upended. The future isn't just about technology replacing jobs, it's about the fundamental shift in who gets rewarded and why. The real challenge ahead isn't just surviving the AI shock, it's figuring out how we adapt to an economy where expertise is valuable, but only if you're in the right place. The next few years will reveal how we choose to respond to this new reality. Are we ready to embrace it, or will we let the system tear us apart? Follow along as we continue to explore this crucial moment in history.